Hey everyone, I'm Sarah Thompson and this is STL TV Live. Kenneth Shepard is now joining me. He has a really interesting program that he started and you're going to share more information about it with us. So tell me, it involves soccer, it involves refugees here in St. Louis. Tell me about it.
Okay, the concept of the program, we're a positive youth affair. We are like in the community working with the children over there in the area, the western area. And so what happened was the children was over there playing soccer in the backyard of a level 11 Hold'em mine. And so we started working with them, like some shoes and things like that, and encouragement. Then they got a little older and went down to the other end down at the garden apartments and playing in a lot over there. So we told them you need to go ahead and play on a team. So we tried to find a team in St. Louis, but only thing the Park Recreation had just for little adolescent children, you know, inside soccer. So they needed to play on a full field. So two youngsters, they started the program and went and talked to a lady at the organization at New City Fellowship, and then they got the program going and to that next level. And they came to us and said the name, we need to get a good name. So I said, well, describe yourself who you are. So they got to thinking who they are and where they're from. And you know, in Africa, the tiger is the main beast of the jungle, the king of the jungle. And then they represent St. Louis because they're here now, and they got the arch and then the soccer ball. So one of the young men, he grafted all of that. You know, these children are very talented and creative. So that's how it got started. You know, and that's Umoja. And so they was going around the community playing against other international teams, you know, people from Bosnia, different Middle East nations, and other youth from different parts of Africa. So then they got connected with the team called ISA, International Soccer Academy. Okay. And that's when they got their really rigid training, you know, through Nando Fernandez. Hernandez, he's a pro soccer player. And so the youngsters get to go from the inner city and they get to go out to the West County, and I call it the Ivory League soccer program, because these children are they're very intense with their soccer program. Like Canada's very intense with their soccer program from the youth on up, from, you know, elementary on up. So now they get to experience this uniqueness and then cultural diversity, and these children just love each other, they get along very well, and they encourage each other and stuff. And these youngsters that come from those parts of Africa get to see the better side of life now over in America because of that. Because see, over in Hold'em mine and the Elsel area, it's known as the hood, and there's a lot of shooting, a lot of violence and gang activities and a lot of issues over there. But these youth get to go out and see the better side of life. So now they have ambitions to go to college. And because of this program, with the ISA International Program, they get to go get college representatives coming and looking at them, scouts, if you please, they want them to come to their colleges and so forth. So now they get to say, wow, you know, I get all this opportunity. So they get like almost a red carpet program that's presented to them because of these different steps and phases. And all we're doing, we're just a support. And basically what I do is, like with the other tribal brothers, they take them out there to the games and to the practices, and we treat them and stuff like that. And some of the parents, like Fabian's dad, we buy McDonald's and different things for them, and it's a great program. We mentor them and keep them focused, you know, like that.
And so what are the ages of, when we say youth, and we've been looking at some of the photos, what are the ages of the students playing soccer?
8 years old. Well, we have Florence, my little baby, she was like 6, 7, you know, but they just play a little around, but mostly 8 years old and to 18. You know, and they have different teams. You know, they have the junior teams, junior academy. They have even the girls' college level players up to 18, and then you got the high school boys and girls program. So like that's from 15 to 18. Then the juniors like from like 12 or 8 to 12, 8 to 14. So it's a very unique program. I mean, numerous of children. And can I say that I really, the main thing we hear is to try to encourage people that's in the inner city to find out about these programs and get your children into that, because in the city schools, they play and it's over with. So in the county schools, they play and they go to this year-round training program. So when they come back to school, they're ready. You know, they're drilled and trained and coached and they're ready to play. And so now, I don't know if we're getting ahead of this, but the youngsters now, because of the program, at Soden International Study School over on Union in the city, they was lacking a lot of players last year. It was a lot of, you know, the racial, not the verbiage, the language communication was very, very hard. But they did good. They went to the semifinals or whatever. But now the coach Coach Redmond, he's a science teacher at Sodan, and I've seen him, matter of fact, interviewed at this network. And he got over 20 players now.
Well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful here. I want to hear a bit more about how you, like if you have any background in soccer, because this really just shows you what just finding something that you're interested in and wanting to help others can turn into. So we're going to talk more with Kenneth and meet another guest who is actually working with him with the Umoja program. So stay with us after this break on STL TV Live.